how you're trying to overcome the different challenges, and in building your tech and your companies. Chris, so engineering challenges, how are you trying to overcome them?
Well, hiring engineers, I mean, simply put. Now, if it were that simple, um, it's been a very interesting many years. I think, um, we owe a debt of gratitude to places like IBM, Google, Intel, Microsoft. They had these are big behemoth companies that had early positives in quantum. They sort of rose awareness in the field on the industrial side. And frankly, when we started our company, it was based on a university blueprint in my collaborations with Jung-Sang Kim. He's at Duke University. I was at the University of Maryland at the time, and we had a pretty outsized research grant at the university that allowed us to start to do a little engineering to get companies, third-party companies, to start to make subsystems for us to integrate. Um, and as we started building the system, we realized that, again, I said this before, we're not really doing physics anymore. We're sort of doing systems engineering, and those two words I'm getting. I took some of that in college, systems engineering, but it takes a decade or more of doing it to really understand what that is. Systems engineering is a little holistic. It's like the grand system is not just the sum of its parts. And in physics, we love the idea of sum of the parts. We understand every little theory. So if somebody else can do all the engineering work, I think John mentioned that physicists tend to kind of dismiss engineers. But systems engineering is a really subtle thing. It's like a jet engine. It's such a big thing that you have people that think about the entire plane as a sort of a living being. And this is really coming to roost in quantum engineering and finding people that have sort of that expertise. They don't have to. They don't even have to know quantum physics really. I think they have to be a little bit risk averse in the sense that it is a risky field now. I mean, we don't know exactly where the field is going, but we're all pretty sure it's going somewhere good. And so I think the big challenge is getting those people into this field, people that have conventional engineering experience. And so we love people that maybe have worked on aircraft. And that's a totally different field, but they understand these big systems level issues and integrating that with electronic controls. And then yes, there is in our platform there is atomic physics and lasers and optics, but I see that to be as actually kind of a small part that we have under wraps because we have no problem hiring those people from the labs here at University of Maryland. We're just off campus in College Park, Maryland. There's a huge community of quantum researchers, from professors all the way down to students, of over 200 people. But you go across in the U.S., there are many sort of meccas of quantum expertise on the academic side. So getting the physics side is not the hard thing. It's really getting those that maybe have experience with integrated optics in a lithography system. Make silicon, they use a lot of optics there, or in chip fab, or in solid state physics, or RF radio frequency and microwave control. So that's the real that's been the real growth over the last many years that I don't want to say we've struggled. I mean, we're not a big company. We have about 85 employees now, but we're in a growth stage right now. And if you're out there listening, I mean, if this is interesting to you, please look us up.
You might be competing with John here and Joe as well for talent.
I
John,
think
how
we're
about you?
all trying
Yeah.
to hire.
So John, how about you? Challenges. How you
We're hiring. We're hiring.
Oh, there we go. Competition for talent. Everyone listen up. Yeah, John.
There's this tiny talent pool and everyone is competing over it on the quantum side.
So the solution is to grow the pie, right? Grow the funnel. Yeah. Okay, John, on to you. How are you trying to overcome your challenges apart from hiring?
Yeah. I just found myself agreeing strongly with everything Chris has said. In terms of the funnel and talent, of course, that's been a big advantage of having maintaining close links with universities. So Quantum Motion was founded by myself and Simon Benjamin, and we've kept close links with University of Oxford and UCL, funding PhD students and so on their various quantum programs, and that's been really important in terms of getting a pipeline of talented people into the company, but also we found that there's what bright students have. I guess the sort of the startup route is now a kind of a third route for bright PhD students that are into this area. It used to be, if you wanted to keep working in quantum computing, it was basically look for a career in academia, and now of course there are big efforts within large multinational companies, but also the startup environment, and we found lots of students have found the combination of working with a startup but also working in a fun area like quantum computing to be a really exciting combination. So yes, absolutely, talent and getting in good engineers is key to solving these challenges, and we found one way to address that is through closer links with the universities.
Okay, so maybe
I want to jump in. So I want to jump in real quickly and say another challenge I think for all of us is to get people that don't know anything about quantum to start thinking about the hard problems in their business and how they need to know, I guess, a little bit about the opportunities in quantum. But for instance, optimization problems, it's a little bit of a catch-all word, but we tend to ignore them in life right now. They're too hard. Our computers, like a traveling salesman type problem, a logistics problem. We make approximations, they work okay. Maybe they're kind of obvious. We take guesses at these, but quantum may be able to really help on these, and getting the community to start to think about not ignoring those problems anymore, but maybe learning a little bit about the throw of quantum and working with quantum companies like Joe's company, for instance, on designing algorithms. I think that's a big challenge too. We need to spread. If we're going to open our own funnel, we need to get the rest of the community involved.